It's working. Okay, awesome. Great. Can you hear me okay?
I can. Can you hear me?
I can. Yes, perfect. And it says we are live on YouTube. Awesome. Okay, great. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
My name is Cindy, and welcome to my channel. And I work for VIPKID, and I have a friend here that I've met online. We have not actually met in person, so this is really fun, and I'm interviewing her as a VIPKID teacher, and hopefully we can learn some about each other and kind of help each other through this journey. So thank you for coming. Could you introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Valorie Hammond. I work with VIPKID, obviously. And I love it. I love it. I'm a mom of two amazing little boys. One is 3 years old and one just turned a year old, like a couple of days ago. So
yeah. Wonderful. So you have how old did you say the oldest one was?
He's 3.
3. Wow.
He's the definition of a three-nager.
Okay, yeah. Well, the thing is, either at age, I always hear if they're not a terrible 2, they're a terrible 3. Coming true for you?
I think so. I mean, he's not like a bad kid. He just thinks he's 25 and knows more than me.
Really? At age 3? Wow. Yes. That'll be interesting when he actually gets like to be a teenager.
Yeah, we shall see. We shall see. Hopefully he will have wised up by then that Mama knows what she's talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. Well, you know, it's interesting with kids. Now, I don't know if you know, I have 13 children.
Get out of here. Oh my gosh. I thought I came from a big family. I'm the oldest of 6.
Really? Okay.
Yes, I thought my family was huge. Oh my
God. Yeah. So my youngest is 12.
Wow.
So I'm kind of at the other end of the spectrum. Yeah.
So you're the expert. You know it all.
Oh, right. Yeah. No, I don't think you ever know it all. Every kid is so different.
Wow. That is amazing. You're one powerful mama.
Oh, that's thank you. Well, I always tell people I take all the credit I can get because I've had many years where people thought I was a lunatic, nutcake, crazy. Yeah. So, but I'm at the other end now where I can sort of like, it's different. It's totally different, but yeah. Oh, but my heart goes out to the young moms and I just tell them, you know, it doesn't last forever, you know, so enjoy it. Even the hard times, you know.
Right. Yeah.
They do grow up. Yeah. So it's really great to have you.
Way too fast.
So yes, I have some questions for you. Yeah, this is really great. Now, where do you live?
I live in Virginia.
You don't have to say the whole, you know, specific.
I live in Virginia. Yeah. I mean, that's what I tell my students. I live in Virginia. I live on the East Coast. I live on the same side of the United States where Disney World is. And they're like, right. Because if I tell them Virginia, they don't know what that is.
Right. Yeah, that's true. I live in New Hampshire and nobody knows where that is. Even people in Virginia don't know where that is.
I think I have to think about it. I feel like if I saw it on a map, I'd be like, it's in that area.
Yeah, I have, that's what I love about VIPKID though, is that we can have friends from all over the world. I actually have a map up here. So this is cool. New Hampshire right up here. So I am like north, right below Maine.
Oh my goodness.
But I'm kind of on the east, like the southeast end of New Hampshire.
So you must go to New York City like all the time.
I don't really like the city, honestly. I'm not a city person. A lot of people around here do like to go to the city, but I'm not really into it that much.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I kind of I live in a place where it's country-ish, but we have bigger cities close by. So that works for me. I'm
get
not
the
a
best
big
of both
city
worlds.
person. Yeah, we're about like an hour from Boston. And I don't really like to
cool.
even go to Boston. We go for like the science museum and stuff like that. But I much prefer the country.
Oh, cool.
So yeah. So my question is for you.
Yeah.
Why and how did you choose VIP Kid?
So that's a very long answer, but I'll give you the short version. I needed money.
Yeah.
So when I started I wanted to do VIP Kid for a long time, and not very recently, I guess, at the beginning of 2019, my whole life changed. And I found myself being the sole provider for my 2 boys. Well, at the time I was pregnant. But yeah, I was going to be the only one that was going to take care of them and pay for a house and pay for them. And I didn't have enough money to do that. So, and I also I could have gotten other jobs that were like outside of the house, but I didn't want to give up on my dream of being a stay-at-home mom, which I realized at that time was impossible, being a single mom, finding myself a single mom. I needed something that would bring me a lot of money that I could do at home. And I don't know, I spent so many months searching for jobs that could do that and offer that to me. And VIP Kid just kept coming up on my laptop and on Facebook. And so I was like, well, I'm just going to go for it. And the reason why I didn't and I held off for so long was because I don't have a teaching degree. One of my great regrets of my life. I don't have a teaching degree. I just I have a college degree. I majored in music. I'm a piano teacher.
Okay. Oh,
So
awesome.
you're right. So I majored in music, but that was like it. I've had many years worth of experience teaching kids.
Yeah.
Just not really in a classroom. So I really just used my piano lessons and teaching one-on-one that way. And I just milked that cow like the whole time through the interview process. And then I used my daycare experience. I worked at a daycare for a couple of years and a little bit of preschool. I'm not even a preschool teacher. I'm a preschool teacher's like aide, like assistant. But I milked that cow the entire interview.
Yeah.
Like I was like, I really glammed it up because I didn't know what I could offer besides that. That was it. And
that's awesome. That is it. That's all you need. That's all you need. That's great. You're downplaying some really good stuff. That's really awesome. Yeah. A 4-year degree is nothing to, pardon my expression, but sneeze at.
Yeah.
That's a really good thing.
It was definitely hard work. I feel like everyone just looks at the teaching degree, and I was about to get that teaching degree, and I was like a year away from that teaching degree, but other things happened and that's okay. Didn't work.
Now you have ESL experience. That's really awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, that's really awesome. Yeah. So let's see. So I think Angela Silva, you probably saw her videos. She's a VIP Kid teacher online, like one of the famous ones. She was a piano teacher.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. There's probably I think there's a lot of music teachers that do this. Because honestly, music is a great profession, but it's not really secure. Yeah. My daughter taught violin, and it's like, oh, we don't want to come this week, so-and-so sneezed, and then they don't come for their lesson, and they don't realize that you're living off of that. And it's hard.
It's definitely hard for just that. That was not going to be able to be my only source of income because it is so all over the place.
Yeah. There's a way to do it though. There's a way to do it. Like we did violin lessons, and you have to charge people like by the month, and you just say you have to pay like $150 per month. And if you miss a class, I still get paid. If we make it up, great. If we don't make it up, oh well.
Right.
you
Yeah.
know, and that's the way you have to do it. You have to charge by the month, and you have to, you know, make people pay up front.
I'm glad that
If
you
people
told me
are,
that, because that's what I've been doing, and I'm hoping that
yeah,
that sticks.
that's what you have to do. And then you have to understand it is seasonal. Like they might not take lessons
Yeah.
in the summer, but you know, there are times where it's seasonal, but then you can fill it in with other things. Like,
Right.
you know, there's a lot of different things you can do, but yeah, you have to kind of be organized. But
Yeah.
yeah, so that sounds great. So did you have a referring teacher from online, or how did you
You know what? I
have someone
didn't.
help you? Really?
I I'm looking back on it. I'm like, how did I do that? Because I did not have a mentor. I did not have any. I had a couple people help me, but I didn't have like that code. Like I didn't have anyone like a teacher like giving me like help. I
Yeah.
really honestly had to figure out a lot of it on my own. I think there was one person, I can't remember her name, that I asked a couple questions to, but she wasn't really like one-on-one like there with me the whole time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know
A
how.
lot of us did that. A lot of us did that at the beginning. And now more and more people are showing that they can help and stuff. But I
Yeah.
kind of had to do that. I didn't really realize that people were available to help. You know, I just figured this is
Yeah.
how it goes. You have to figure it out. But yeah,
Oh
it's
man.
cool.
I thought there was only YouTube too. Like I didn't even realize that there was like a whole Instagram community that has a
Right.
ton of amazing men and women that are teachers, and they give out their, tips unsolicited. Like I had none of that. I
Yeah.
had no idea about that
Yeah.
until like months
Yeah.
after I started
And
teaching.
Facebook groups.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
I had no access to that in the very beginning.
So are you tech savvy?
Not at all. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Not at all. Like I didn't even have a webcam, a working webcam when I first started. And I didn't have money for one because I was unreal poor. And so one of my friends took a chance on me and bought me a webcam, thinking like, put your heart into this and you never know what is going to happen. Just give it a try.
oh, that's so
And
awesome.
I thank God that she did, because that one webcam, like, an act of kindness flourished into this amazing life that I now have. And it's all because of
Oh, that's great.
she took a chance on me.
That's great. That's great. That is so
And I took a
awesome.
chance on VIP Kid too.
Yeah. So how did you get me? Like, was that through the iPad group or?
Yeah, it's interesting. So I think it was through the iPad group, because I wanted to go, I wanted a second computer or laptop, or I need something else, because my laptop is unreal old and garbage. It doesn't hold a charge, so I can't take it anywhere. It
Right.
stays right here. So
You can
I was
always
looking.
order a battery. You can order a battery for it. That's what
Oh
I've
yeah.
done to older computers is, yeah, just look at the back of your computer, and then
Oh,
batteries are like, $20-$30.
I might end up doing that, because I mean, through all of the iPad, so that's why I went to the iPad group, because I was trying to see like, how do I teach with an iPad? And after seeing all of the comments, I think that I'm not about it.
Yeah.
Because there's like an update, right, that came out, and everyone is complaining about it. So I'm like, maybe I shouldn't. I'll just stick with my laptop.
Well, let me tell you something about that. When people have, like, say you have 2,500 people on a group,
Right.
the people that are going to talk are the ones that are having problems.
Yeah,
So
that's
a
true
lot
too.
of times, the people that are teaching and everything's going great, they don't go in, I had a good day today. I had a good day today.
You're right. You're right.
But honestly, I don't only use an iPad, but when I first started, I used an iPad for 1,000 classes. So it does work really well. But I didn't start the group to make people use iPads, and it doesn't offend me. I don't make money doing that group. It doesn't offend me at all. If you don't want to use an iPad, it's totally fine. but there
Right.
are people on there that do use iPads and they love it. And it's just really reliable. And a lot of people have computers and then the computer will update, you know, so I
Right.
recommend that people have a computer with an iPad next to you. And
Yeah.
then if something happens, you can switch, you know, because it has helped me out. Like there've been times my computer's not working, I have to switch for some reason. And so it's good to have two ways to get into class.
Yeah, that's what I know that from the very beginning. They tell you that, and then I'm sitting over here like, if my
Yeah, but
laptop dies or something, it's over.
Yeah.
I have nothing.
If I only had an iPad, I only had an iPad for like probably 6 months. And
Yeah.
that's all I used at the beginning. And the reason why I created the group is because I would be on one group and people would say, do you use an iPad? And I'm on another group and everybody was everywhere. And I said, I think we need to have one group where everybody can go and just share iPad information. And it's really cool because we get people from all over the world that are using their iPads. And I have talked to people like in other countries. I have one lady that keeps me updated because she's living in another country. And it's just amazing because they use the iPad, you know, and it's easy to get online and, you know, so, but there are things like right now I'm using a computer because I cannot go live on YouTube with the iPad. So yeah, you have to have 1,000 subscribers. That's like one of the, you know, one of the privileges to having more subscribers. So,
that's
you know,
pretty cool, though.
Yeah, I use both. So yeah, I have my iPad right here and I see there's 2 people watching. One lady is Mindy. She says, hi. I'm going to be talking to her later about how she can go live on YouTube because she went live earlier, tried to go live earlier, but had a problem. But yeah, so it's great. So what is your VIPKid schedule?
Whew. Okay, it's taken a lot of like trial and error, like a lot. In the very beginning, I thought I could work nights and just at the end of the day, just sit back, teach a few classes, go to bed. And for a week that worked and then nothing for like a month. And I'm thinking to myself, why? Why is this happening? And then it wasn't until months later that I realized that the kids are in school. So night classes aren't going to work. And I think it only worked for that week because it was National Week in China or something. It was like their nation's that big holiday.
They have holidays in
the fall. And I think I just hit the mother load that week. And then after I got nothing. So I had to do a complete lifestyle change, like because I had a baby and my almost 3-year-old. I had to do a complete lifestyle change and get them to bed at a certain time, get them out of bed later so that I could teach in the morning. So now, as it stands, my schedule is like 3 a.m. to 7 a.m. But there's a little bit of tweaking with that because I'm still finding that balance between like being a person and working and like living through the day, but also like making a ton of money with VIPKid. So I'm trying to find that balance.
So how many is that? How many classes is that from 3 a.m. to 7? That's what, 8 classes?
Yes. So I tried to do a total of 20. I try to do 200 classes in a month at least.
Wow. Good
so
for
on
you.
Saturday, I work from 8 p.m. So that's my nighttime one. I work from 8 p.m. to 2:30 a.m. So this full 6 hours. And tonight, actually, for the first time, I'm overnighting a little bit. I'm going to take a break for an hour and come back from, I think, 3 to 4:30 or something like that.
Wow.
So
you are one of the ninjas.
I try.
VIPKid ninja.
Yeah, I really do love teaching, and I love the money that I'm getting from it. And with this quarantine and everything, I'm not able to work as much as because I mean, I still juggle like 5 jobs. I still teach piano. I do VIP Kid, and the daycare and the preschool, I'm obviously not working at anymore. So I've had to supplement that and using VIP Kid.
Wow. Wow. You are amazing. Good
Thank you.
job. Good for you. So do you have help with the kids then, or just when the daycare that you
No,
work at?
it's yeah. So like I said, I'm a single mom, so I'm here with the boys in the house. It's just us three. The only time that they ever get watched is at if I go to the daycare, like the brick and mortar job. My mom
Right.
watches the boys.
Oh,
but
good. Good.
Otherwise, it's just
Awesome.
me and them.
Wow. Awesome. So when you're teaching, how do you deal with kids that are distracted, like when you're during VIP Kid and kids aren't paying attention? What levels do you do?
So I work like the level 1s all the way up to level 5, and I keep like debating if I should get the level 6, but I don't know. Because in the beginning it was so difficult, like because I get so many different kids, and now
Yeah.
I've got like 90% of the kids are regulars, and they're all
Oh,
well behaved,
wow. That's great.
respectful. Yeah, I don't know how it happened. I teach maybe 5 new kids a week. Like 90% of my schedule is regulars, and they're all well behaved regulars. The most distracted kid I have is a level 1. She is a little firecracker. And I love her dearly, and she's so smart, but she is some classes, she's all over the place. You can't see her for half the class. She's, being disrespectful. And I mean, I feel like you treat your regulars a little different, especially if you know their parents. You treat them a little bit differently than if it's a brand new kid. So if it's a brand new kid and he or she's acting kind of distracted, I usually just kind of drop the like teaching personality and go into like entertainer. And
Oh,
I kind of
good.
become a little bit more like trying to draw them in and using like props, things that I feel like they would really like to do. I play some games, like I have like these darts that help a lot. Did something just fall? Yeah. I have darts, and they throw darts, and that
Very
helps a lot,
good.
getting them into it. I also draw for them, which is a real treat because I'm terrible at drawing. So they like to laugh at me. So sometimes I draw on like a dry erase board or something.
Yep.
But yeah, I really just kind of turn into entertainer, and then I try to like get them to say something in English, like that pertains
Yeah.
to the lesson. Like even if it's just like horse or girl instead of girl. Like, I
Yep.
don't know. I kind of channel my inner YouTube sensation child star. Like, I don't know. Like I act like Blippy, I feel like
Oh,
sometimes.
good.
Because
Yeah.
I gotta be real animated and goofy to get their attention. Sometimes I'll faint and like fall off the screen.
Oh,
And
yeah.
like,
That's good.
yeah. I do all sorts of wacky stuff.
Good. That is awesome. Do you have a favorite like VIP Kid teacher, like YouTube person or personality that you've learned from?
I really don't. I mean, not that they're not amazing women, they are, but I don't think I have a favorite. I think I like all
Okay.
of them. And I got a little bit from a lot of people. Most of it honestly came from Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
There's someone on Instagram, I think her name is Teacher Rissa.
Okay.
And she's amazing. And I learned so much about how to get your kids to be regulars. And obviously her advice worked because 90% of my kids are regulars.
Awesome.
So
Wow.
yeah,
I don't think I don't really do Instagram much, so that's something I might look into.
yeah,
That's
it's
great.
very helpful. There's a huge community of
Yeah, there's a
teachers
lot
on
of
there.
people. I've heard that, but that like I'm a Facebook person, and then I've gotten into YouTube, so I just really I don't understand everything about Instagram. I don't
Yes.
understand how it's community. To me, it's all like disjointed.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I'll have to figure it out. That's great. So what level do you like the best?
That's really tough. I really like the level ones. Like when I see that I have a level one on my schedule, I get like excited because I love the little kids. That's where like I'm the most comfortable, which sounds crazy because I act like a real idiot when I'm doing it. But like, I don't know. I just see like my boys in some of them, even though if they're
Yeah.
girls, but like I see my preschool kids that I see sometimes. So I'm just real comfortable with the little kids. And I think what did that is because I used to teach a lot of level 5 boys, which I am not at all comfortable with. I'm like, I don't know how to connect with you. I don't know what you're about.
I had one today and I was like, oh. And then
I
at
can't
the
do it.
end, I'm like, I'll see you next time. And they're like, yeah, they act excited about it. I'm like, you had like no expression for the last 25 minutes.
I mean, I remember that was so tough is level 5 boys. Like I can handle other boys, but level 4, level 5, the older boys, I've just lost. And I would teach them and think to myself, I would
have them regularly. I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
I don't random one.
Yeah. And they just look at you like this.
Yeah.
I'm like, what do I do with that? Like, why did you pick me to be your teacher if you're not gonna like?
Yeah, but
so
a lot of
I
times,
don't know.
A lot of times,
really
if
like,
you ask them, if you say, "Why did you pick me for a teacher?" they might say, "My mother did."
That's true. That's true.
Their mothers are the ones that organize their education.
Yeah, it is true. But I mean, saying that, I really don't have a favorite because there are some girls that are level 4 and level 5 that are a joy to teach. Like I love teaching them. I look forward to teaching them. So it's really hard to say because I don't really have a favorite level. I think I just like teaching everyone except the older boys, which is terrible to say. I mean, there are some older, but there's one. I'll take that back. There's one older boy. He's level 5 and I teach him once a week and he's great. He's a great kid, but he's 1 in a million, I guess.
Yeah.
All the other
I don't know if
boys
it's a million, but yeah, because I have boys, so I show them my picture.
Oh wow.
I have boys. This isn't all my kids, but some of them. We were
I was
on
about
vacation.
to say, wait a minute.
This is my youngest right here. He's now 12.
Oh wow.
So this was my oldest is here because she went with us on that trip, but she's married and has her own family. So but I show them a picture of my boys and just show them that, I have my own boys, and they like to play soccer and they like to, do stuff. And
Pokemon is usually my link. That's how I usually I have like random Pokemon cards and I know nothing about Pokemon at all. And I whip these out and I'm like, Pokemon? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, okay. I don't know what.
Love it. I love it. That's great.
That's how I got my level 5 regular was that he had like thousands of Pokemon cards. And
wow. Well, there is a YouTuber friend that she is a VIPKID teacher. Her name is Evelyn Joy. And she has a lot of videos out. And one of her videos is all the Pokemon characters. And I didn't realize there were so many. Like she just gives a picture and says the name. And I'm like, there's no way I'm sitting down and memorizing all those. But if you're interested,
it's
she
too
knows
much.
what they are. Yeah.
They're into it. They're into it.
All right. So what's your favorite prop?
Oof, that's tough. Okay, so I'm looking around my classroom and I'm trying to see which one is my favorite or which one I use the most. And it's probably this star I use the most. Because this is how I give stars. I just go like, I act like a fairy princess. That's kind of my vibe on here is I'm like this goofy fairy princess. I don't know. I have a microphone that I teach one of my apprentices. I have Meg and Mike who always come in handy for every little thing. I use it in so many classes. I have my Dollar Tree magnifying glass. That I use all the time. And what else? I don't really use that
So
many.
do you wear a headband and dress up like a princess, or?
I don't. I have a unicorn headband that I use every now and then just to get
Oh, that's cute.
it draws their attention, and I'm like, and I use it to teach ears.
Oh yeah.
But I don't get too dressed up. I got all of the Disney princesses I printed them all out and they're super cute. I use that a lot, and I've got, yeah, so I just printed them off the internet, and I've got like a bunch of princesses, and I sing the princess songs too. Whenever they get a sticker, I sing for them.
Right, that works.
I do all sorts of goofy stuff. I got rings from the internet.
Oh, cute.
That's why I'm saying I don't know why some of these boys like pick me, because I'm as girly as it gets. Like for a while, I had just boys, and I'm like, why? What are we doing here? But
that's funny.
I don't know. They found
I think
something.
there's a lot of boys. I think boys, they want them to learn English. So
I guess so.
there's a lot of
I guess
students.
so.
I have a lot of girls,
mix now.
come to think of it.
I finally have a good mix of boys
good.
now that I love. I love these boys. And we act so goofy too. They're great. I love my regulars so much.
Yeah, that's great. That is so great. So, what are your qualities? What do you think qualities of a good teacher would be?
I think adapting is huge. You have to be able to change your pace on a dime. Like when you're in the classroom and in between classrooms, like you just have to be able to be adaptable. Like you can't plan out every little thing, which is interesting for me to say because I am a huge planner. There's a lot of things you just have to whim. And you really have to feed off of what you're getting from the child too. Like if your student is distracted, maybe it's because you're boring. Like you kind of have to feed off of their energy too, because otherwise you're just lecturing them. So it's definitely a partnership with them. They're learning English, whether they're doing nothing at all, or, I mean, they're learning English somehow. Even if it's just you talking to them or acting goofy or showing them something, you just have to be able to think outside the box and quickly, and not be afraid to do different things and and if they don't like it, okay, that's cool, go on to something else. Like, don't take things personally. You just got to wing it sometimes, which is insane for me to say because I never wing it. I am a huge planner and I don't ever wing anything. But this job has taught me to do that. It's great. It's very important to be adaptable and to feed off of what the child needs and to be able to change your lesson plan up a little bit based on that.
Yeah, that is true. I've heard that from other teachers as well, that is a good quality because you have to look at your student and try to meet their needs, not think about what I was planning on doing and making sure that happens, but just to work with the student. Yeah, I like that. What do you think your strength as a teacher is?
I think that I am easy to understand, which sounds really weird to say. I don't try to go above their head. Like I kind of start small and then I scaffold up. So just to get their confidence up, I'm not at all energetic, like at all. Like that was what also kind of freaked me out. I saw these YouTube people and they're all super energetic and perky, and I'm not at all. But like, it's weird when when these lights come on and that camera is up and the kids in there, I'm just like I act all good, like I don't know what it is.
I think you do get excited though when you see that. And you're like, I remember when the first time I turned on the camera to China, and I'm older. Like you'd think it would be, I would just be like, I turned it on like a half an hour before class started, and I heard the kid was already there, and it probably wasn't a half an hour, maybe like 15. But I was like running through the house. It's like 6 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, it's China. I was so excited. And my husband was like, aren't you supposed to be teaching right now?
Oh my
I'm
gosh,
like,
it's
well,
so
it's not
cool.
time to start, but I was just so excited. And
It's
that
so cool.
student, I haven't had him in a while. I'm going to have to look him up, see if
Aw.
he's still doing classes. But he was so awesome. He could speak English better than most English kids.
Yeah, that
His
is so
mother,
cool.
his mother came on one day and said that she wanted him to talk to the people at VIP Kid because she had a Chinese accent and he didn't. Somehow he got the right sounds and she didn't want him
Wow.
to lose it. So it was pretty cool.
That's cool that she could
So
catch that.
smart.
That's really neat.
Yeah. She actually was an early childhood education, like college teacher. Like she taught teachers in
Wow.
China. Yeah. I was
That's
really
really
intimidated when I
cool.
found that out. I was like, well, but yeah, it was amazing. And I still get thrilled about it. It just thrills me.
Yeah.
I'm a little with this virus thing going around.
Yeah.
It's kind of bursted my bubble a little bit, but
Yeah.
hoping things will turn out good.
I mean,
So,
everything's gonna work out. I mean, you just have to kind of adapt to a new normal after this, and it's gonna be really tough, but you're capable of it. You know what I'm saying?
right,
Like
right.
God's got it all
Yeah,
figured out. He's got it.
yeah,
You just have to get there.
yeah. We just have to go through. And, so far, so good. I think the thing about us is that we've seen the kids, go through it. And then we know if we just wait it out,
Yep.
stay home for a while and just let things go the way they need to go. And then we'll be here on the other side.
Seeing this from even in the very beginning, back in like February, seeing it in China first and then watching it trickle into America, I think all VIP Kid teachers see this as something completely different than what not VIP Kid teachers see. Like even my
Yeah.
family, like I tried warning them about what's going to happen,
Yeah.
and they would all doubt me. They all thought that was not going to happen in America. And sure enough, it's all happened. Yep.
They
You
thought
get
I
it.
was crazy.
Yep, it's all because we see
Yeah.
it. So it's like
They
we've got
thought I
like
was
an
freaking out.
insider's
Yeah.
view.
I'm like, no, I'm telling you right now, when they say stay inside, I don't think we understood completely what they were going through, but we saw that they were scared to stay.
Yeah.
They needed to stay inside. And when they stayed inside, they were safe.
Right.
And so we just have to trust that that's a good plan for us right now.
Yeah.
So my question is, what are your goals for VIP Kid?
Oof. My goals. I'm trying to ride this out for as long as I can. Cause I make the most money of all. Like I said, I have 5 jobs. So out of all the jobs I have, this one and piano teaching gives me the most money. Which is great because I can do them at home. So I'm doing great during this quarantine.
Yeah.
Like it's not that big a deal. But I just hope to stay at it for as long as I can. My goal is to not get burnt out. My goal is to just stay positive and have gratitude the whole time while I'm on this VIP Kid journey. I would love to go to China one day and take my boys to China and visit some of my students. I think that would be amazing. I would love to get on the next level of like creating like new slides and new courses. I think that would be something I could totally do. I don't think I will ever be a influencer or someone that like gets others to join VIP Kid. I don't think that's me. I think I tried that in the beginning and it just didn't work. I'm like, I just gotta do like me. Doing me is hard enough.
Yeah, you have 2 little kids, that's all you're doing plus kids. Now, do you do piano at home? Like, do they come to your house or you doing it online?
Before the quarantine, they all came to my house. And I also taught at an art studio thing.
Oh, wow.
So now I'm not doing the art studio and they're not coming to my house obviously anymore. So now I've had to learn how to do virtual lessons, which I've actually been doing really well. Not all of my kids transfer to do virtual lessons because I teach like a 4-year-old and a 5-year-old, and that usually doesn't work.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I've been doing virtual lessons, and I haven't really skipped a beat like with piano teaching. And I didn't think it
Awesome.
would be possible.
How do you do that? How do you do that? Through Zoom or?
I use FaceTime or Google Duo, and I have like a stand, and I just set it beside me and the piano so they can see. And I have all of my kids' music. Like I have my own version of their music so I can see what they're working on and follow along with them.
Awesome.
And I use a lot of my knowledge with VIP Kid with that.
Yes.
Because now I know how to say hello, how are you, and goodbye. Like signing on and signing off, I feel like was the hardest thing because you don't know
Yeah.
what to say. So
Yeah.
that's
I would
gotten a lot
suggest
easier.
too. I would suggest doing the 5-star reward thing too.
I think I might do that with some of my younger
Yeah.
kids.
I've been
And the
teaching
filters are really great too. They love the filter.
Oh, yes.
That's
Yeah.
been a really fun reward.
Yeah. I've been teaching reading for my grandkids. Well, my granddaughter, she's 6. So we've done the Zoom, and then I have a book and she has a book, and she's already in 1 week. She's already been doing better with her reading.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So, yeah. So
That's
it is
amazing.
awesome to see this job work into other areas of your life.
Yes. It's really, really cool. It's really neat.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's great. I'm just so thrilled that all these online VIP Kid teachers, like this used to be a make-believe job.
Yes.
And now
I mean, it was for me
job.
for a while. I was like, this isn't real. Like, can they really make that much money? Like, come on. No. But here I am, like, doing it.
Yeah.
It's insane.
That's great. That's great. Congratulations. You've done a great job.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I tried very hard.
Yeah. So do you have any what Facebook groups help you out in your journey? Do you have any Facebook groups? You said you like Instagram.
Yes, I think my favorite Facebook group is the VIP Kid Mom group. And the VIP Kid newbie support helps a lot I went to that group a lot in the very beginning. And also the props there's a VIP Kid props group that I really enjoyed in the beginning. Now I don't use as much props, but
oh yeah.
In the very beginning, it's important. Yeah, I feel like I wasn't very minimalist in the beginning, but I've gotten more and more minimalist as I've been teaching. And now I don't even really prep after. I used to take like 20 minutes and prep and get all my props out for a couple months, but then booked info pending, those will cure you because you can't prepare there. You can't do anything about them. So after I taught a bunch of those, I was like, why am I even preparing? Like, just I'm wasting time getting all these props out when I can just like, I'm thinking too much. So now I don't really prep at all. I think the 5 minutes, like after, so my last class of the day, you have like 5 minutes left. I take those 5 minutes and I put down from the next day, all of the kids for the next day, just their name, their level, and like something like if it's an assessment or if it's a new student or a new unit or something like that, something to put in the chat box in the feedback. That's really it, and that takes less than 5 minutes. So
good. Wow, that's awesome. Yeah, I have tons of props, but I find that I only use a few.
Yeah.
So it does get overwhelming. But then when I think I want to get rid of some,
if anything, the rewards are the most important because I tried Google Slides and figuring it out, and I'm like I said, I'm not tech savvy at all. One day I aspire to use Google Slides and use like an iPad or something for Google Slides, but that's not happening right now. I'm just going to stick with my Pokemon and my.
Do you have an iPhone?
I do have an iPhone, yes.
Yeah, because you can do it on your phone. That's what I do. I don't do it on my computer, but it's kind of cool. Like today I had hobbies, and I had an older boy, and I'm glad I chose this one because you do find a star, and then you can, once it opens up, they can choose a number, and somebody put some really cute hobbies in here. So instead of here's a star. And then here's like a hobby,
Oh,
mountain
cool.
biking.
I love that.
So, something different other than tennis, ping pong,
Right.
And then I was like, do you like mountain biking? He's like, no, it's too dangerous.
Yeah, I've seen.
So I just do it on my phone. I haven't quite
Yeah.
figured out how to do it on the computer. And I don't do this
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
But I also use this for my granddaughter when we were doing our reading class.
Oh, cool.
I used Google Slides for that. And we did like an amusement park. There's an amusement park and it's Disney World. And so I use that for her and to keep her interest because our class is like for an hour. So it worked out really well. But that's what I would suggest if you want to start with Google Slides, just try to do it on your phone. It's really, there are videos that walk you through it. If I figured it out, you can figure it out.
Yeah. I think I do just need to, because I did take like a whole day one time and set up like Minicam or OBS or something like that. And it took hours for me to try to set that whole thing up, all for nothing, because I could not get it to work. It was a huge waste of time.
Oh,
so
really?
That was back in like December, and I haven't even touched it since because I don't want to deal with that kind of frustration.
So I would suggest that you have to, Megan Locke has a really good one. You join the Facebook group and then they will tell you which video to watch first for Google Slides.
That's probably what
and then you end up with, this little thing is your app that has all like 7,000 different rewards. And that's called the slide kick. You press reward. There's 7,505 items.
That's overwhelming.
So you have access and you can put in like here, you can say hobbies, HOBBIES, and then done. And then you can go search and press all, and then Ultraman, and everything that has hobbies you can look at.
That is so cool. I need to do that. I need to figure that out.
So, I don't like, some days I'll do like one whole day of the same reward, like say the amusement park, that will work for everybody. But some days I'm saying, okay, he has hobbies. I'm glad I picked that one up because he was really quiet and that gave us a little extra conversation,
Yes.
But
get them talking or get them laughing. That's your hook. You gotta do one of those.
Right. So he told me he liked basketball. So if I have that student again, I will try to find a basketball reward, so that will be something that he likes. Yeah. So it's really, I think Google Slides is worth your effort, even just to put it on your phone. Or you could even put it on your iPad and hold your iPad up to your computer also.
That's probably what I'll do.
Yeah, so that works too. I've seen some people put it behind them and just like work it out that way, but I just do it on my phone. It works for me, and it's really easy once you set it up. It's very easy.
Yeah. I'll have to figure that out. You've given me the inspiration.
Well, the thing is, you've learned this much so far. There's always something new to learn.
Yes.
So
just when you think you've got it figured out, something else comes along, and then it'll only make you a better teacher.
Exactly. And you can use it even for your piano students. You can use it for your kids sometimes. If they have to be quiet for some reason, you just pull it out. You've got resources in your hand and stuff like that. So I think it's pretty cool.
That's good advice.
So So I don't know if you've ever seen my YouTube channel. Have you ever seen my YouTube channel?
I have not. Please forgive me. I'm not on YouTube that much.
That's okay. I was just going to say, if you want to watch this playback, you can watch it on YouTube at my YouTube channel is Cindy Bennett 13, Cindy Bennett 13. So on the iPad group, I have an announcement at the top. And I said, if you want to join my YouTube channel, click here. But not too many people do it. They're not there to watch YouTube. They're there to find out information.
How to get this update working on their iPads. That's what they really want to know. Which
is fine. That's my daughter calling. So yeah, so anything else you want to share with the people who watch this video?
Um, I don't know. I mean,
Maybe we'll see you make some YouTube videos at some point.
maybe I've thought about it, honestly. I don't know so much about doing it for VIP Kid, but I've thought about doing it just because my life is very entertaining. Um,
Very good. Well, see, we also have a Facebook group of YouTubers, and if you're interested, you could, start a YouTube channel. And a lot of people do a lot of different things, other than VIP Kid, because that's kind of
yeah,
the springboard to get us going. But
right,
if everybody makes the same videos, it's not going to work. But everybody
right,
has like a channel they can go
right,
down and make it a little
right.
different and make it interesting for other people. So if you're interested, let me know and I'll let you know what the group is and stuff.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool.
Yeah. So a lot of us, we kind of follow each other's videos and we support
Yeah,
each other and we press, I liked your video kind of thing.
that's
So
nice. That's really cool.
yeah. Yeah.
Maybe I
Well,
will.
thank you.
Maybe I will.
Thank you for agreeing to do this interview. It was nice
Thank you
to
for
meet
having
you.
me.
Yeah, and I hope to see you around VIP Kid World, Facebook World.
Yep.
I'll be looking for your videos.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
All
Hopefully
right.
it'll happen soon.
All right. Have a great night. Bye bye.
You too.
Thank you.